Good Monday morning again. As we promised you last week that we're going to continue celebrating the 200th episode. And I do have, again, Dr. Souza to be with us here to continue.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Karanja. So as promised, we are back, and now we are going to talk about Beulah Heights nowadays, Beulah Heights today. And Dr. Karanja, my first question to you is, how would you explain to someone who has never heard about Beulah Heights University? What would you tell this person?
That Beulah Heights is a small institution right in southeast of Atlanta. And our job is, our mission again, is to train leaders for the ministry and the marketplace. And that can confuse people. What is the difference between that and what I can get at Georgia State or what I can get at Kennesaw? There's a big difference. Because number one, you're not a number at Beulah Heights. You will know every professor. You will know the president. You don't have to make any appointment. And the thing that I know, we are very practical. We are very practical because Beulah Heights is not only for the young students who are coming from high school or from colleges. These are the people who are already in the ministry, or these are people who are already doing some work. So they're practical. And many times you also find the professors that come to Beulah Heights, they're practitioners. They if it is in the side of the religion, they're already pastors, or they're doing something. And the people who are teaching MBA, they already have businesses and they understand what business is. So Beulah Heights, it's a unique place and it was designed for that. My predecessor, Dr. Chen, and I, we were asked by one of the bishops to help him to hire an executive pastor. The gentleman that we found, or the candidate that we found, was working for the head office of McDonald's in South Africa. And when we found him and we interviewed him and recommended him, the church paid him $450,000 per year. That's a lot of money. Yes. A lot of money at that time, even today. But that gentleman in the church, they couldn't last for more than 9 months. Because the gentleman was trained in Harvard, and he is trained about making money. And the senior pastor of the church, he's not trained that way. He's trained to save souls. Here, because we are a small institution, there are many changes we can do just like that. And I also cannot forget to thank people like John Whelan and Billy Mitchell, who helped us to build the homes for the student on the other side. That was another tragic. I was 3 months as the president, and I was called out there, and there were helicopters all over. The student housing was burning down, and I was just informed, hey, we do believe 2 students have died there.
Oh,
but
really?
It was not. I didn't know how to raise money. I didn't have friends how to do that. But God directed me to Billy Mitchell and John Whelan. And in the process, they built those homes at cost. And we've seen they were the most beautiful homes. They're still some of the most beautiful homes in this area. This is just a small school. And the things we're doing right now in Congo is a French-speaking country. And when I visited there 15 years ago, the university, one of the main universities in Kinshasa, was at disarray. And we started an extension there to help of being partners with another school that does leadership. And I tell you that school, when I went there, had only 67 students. Right now, they have more than 3,000 students. less than 10 years, Beulah Heights have been used by God, and we allow ourselves to be used by God. And those are some of the things. I know we've gone beyond the 3 minutes that we normally do,
Yeah,
but
no,
those are very
don't worry
important
about
things
that.
to see what Beulah
Yes.
Heights have done and what it is right now.
And besides the impact that Beulah Heights University has here locally, as you just mentioned, Beulah Heights University has branches in other countries as well.
Right.
Yes. So for those who are not familiar with this, can you mention some of the countries Beulah has connections to?
We do have extension that we teach PhD and Doctor of Ministry in Tokyo, Japan. Of the late Dr. Wanyama over in Tokyo. We do have extension over in South Korea. We do have MBA people teaching and working in the mega companies, including Samsung. Some of them have been trained by Beulah Heights. Then we do have extension in Brussels. There are quite a number of people. Some of the mega churches in the city in Brussels, they were trained here. Bishop Mutembele and others, they were trained here. In Brazil, we had about 3 or 4 in Brasilia, with Sao Paulo, and Curitiba. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it reflects on the great number of international students that you currently have here on campus in the United States.
Exactly.
Yes,
we do, and that's why we welcome every student who come, and we let the student who come from overseas, international student, to realize that when they come to Beulah Heights, they are counted like any other student. We will never allow them to be anybody to point fingers to them here and there. They are our student, and we value them. And these students are the ones that sometimes invite me to go to their country and make big changes. That's the journey of Beulah Heights that I'm proud of.
All right. Wow, that is great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, stay with us. So, on our next episode, the last one of this series on the 200 episode celebration, we are going to talk about Beulah Heights, the future of the institution.